Most people are blinded by the salary, failing to see the invisible trap of high-cost living. True security isn't having millions, it's the moment your assets pay for your life. My father earned a modest wage, but by spending less than he made, he died a wealthy man. Money grants you a sacred power, the ability to say no to things that drain your soul. It eliminates the word should from your life, giving you back the ownership of your time. To get there, you must find your focus. In a world of noise, being a generalist is a death sentence. Become the top 1% in one specific niche. Let all other distractions fade into the fog. But beware of the ego. It will tell you that you are invincible right before the market breaks. The market doesn't care about your plans. It is a storm that tests the integrity of your character. You cannot control the lightning, but you can control the shield you've built with your discipline. In my youth, I traded my future for vanity. I bought cars to impress people who didn't care. Every dollar spent on status today is a ghost of a fortune you'll never possess tomorrow. The first 10,000 is the hardest. It is the friction of a life trying to escape gravity. It requires a violent discipline, a refusal to be average in a world that profits from your debt. Once you hit that mark, the math shifts. The momentum begins to breathe on its own. Compound interest is a patient god. It rewards those who can endure the silence of the early years. Most quit before the curve turns vertical, blinded by the lack of immediate harvest. Respect the math of $100,000. At that point, your money earns more than your sweat ever could. It's not about the lattes or the small joys. It's about the massive leaks in your financial hull. Housing and transport are the predators of wealth. Control them, or they will consume your future. I've seen millionaires on paper who are slaves to their zip code, unable to breathe under the weight. They traded their shouldless life for a must-have prison, built by the ego's demand for applause. You must choose. Do you want to look rich to strangers or be truly free in the shadows? I once believed I could move mountains with my own hands, blinded by a streak of luck I called genius. Then the ground gave way. I saw millions vanish in the blink of an eye, leaving only the cold ash of debt. Arrogance is a silent tax that leads to ruin. It makes you bet the farm on a single fragile vision. Diversification is not just a strategy. It is your Kevlar in a world designed to bleed you dry. Spread your seeds across many fields. If one fire rages, the others will still provide your harvest. Never let your exposure be so great that a single mistake can delete your future. A business failure should be a bruise on your ego, never a death blow to your bank account. Most people gamble when they should be investing, chasing the high of a get-rich-quick lie. But wealth is a slow burn. It is the steady accumulation of small, boring victories over decades. Character is the ultimate asset. Can you stay the course when everyone else is panicking? The market is a machine that transfers money from the impatient to the disciplined. Build your reputation as a man of his word. Trust is the currency that works when the banks fail. True wealth is the silence of a phone that doesn't have to be answered and a calendar that belongs to you. It is the moment you realize that your time is no longer for sale, at any price, to any master. But don't mistake freedom for isolation. The richest life is one woven into the success of others. Generosity is the final stage of the equation. What you give away is the only thing you truly keep. Honor your past struggles, for they were the forge that tempered the steel of your current resolve. You are no longer the man who feared the bills. You are the architect of a multi-generational fortress. Security is a gift you give to your children so they can start their race from a higher ground. They won't have to bleed for status as you did. They will have the luxury of character. The math of life is simple, but the execution is a test of the human spirit. Stay disciplined in the boring moments, and you will be rewarded with an extraordinary life. Time is the fire in which we burn, but wisdom is the ash that builds a new world. Forge your character, control your burn, and finally, walk into the light of your own making.